Cold world is all I know. Except for themselves, cold world like snow. Cold world, where no one cares. Finding someone who does is very rare. Cold world, where they'll watch you die with no empathy towards you with a blind eye. Cold world, where they all put you down. They want you walking in shame with your head to the ground. Cold world is all I know. Except for themselves, cold world like snow. Cold world, where no one cares. Finding someone who does is very rare. Cold world, where they watch you die with no empathy towards you with a blind eye. Cold world, where they all put you down. They want you walking in shame with your head to the ground. Feeling really blue, sitting in my jail cell, thinking about the past. My whole life's a living hell. I try to stay strong, but I keep getting knocked back. I keep moving forward because they can't stop that. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Who really knows? My faith falls thinner every day in a row. Ever since birth, I've been cursed for life with a good head on my shoulders, always trying to do things right. When good comes my way, it gets tossed out fast. When life seems to be easy, it never ever lasts. When fortune lands in my hands, it falls down with a crash. When love stumbles upon me, it leaves my heart with a gash. All I've learned growing up is the world's nothing nice, more like envy and hate, and frosty like ice. And that's the way it is, and it'll never change. The only thing to do is accept it and stay in your lane. The obstacles I encounter keep coming at me, so I expect the worst and assume the following day won't be my cup of tea. Ladybugs landing on me, but I don't see good luck. Just more challenges to leave my life stuck. I pray to God, but does he really exist? I hope so. Maybe he just put my wishes on a list, I don't know. But he really got me pissed, got me sitting in the dark, lost in the mist, surrounded by fakes that form into snakes. Quick to turn on you any chance that it takes. I'll look to the sky and wonder when I'll get a break. But I'm not psychic and I'll never know my fate. Thoughts of suicide rushing through my veins. All my downfalls make me go insane. All I wanna do is explode my damn brain and grab the rope and let my body hang. I wanna die, that's what I tell myself. Struggling on the streets with no wealth or help. Getting locked up in the system. Never opening up to no because they won't listen. Bad people pray that I go back to prison. I'd rather throw myself in the dirt so I come up missing. Mom don't understand, Dad was never around. I made me said go to find him and he made me look like a clown. He didn't want to be found, he made me feel down, but he wouldn't be a man and direct that shit out loud. In a different country, he hid like a coward. I contacted other family and they all turned out to be sour. I was looking for acceptance, but I was judged. I never did one thing wrong, but they all held a grudge. But who cares what they think? They're all full of hate. They all think they're perfect with no kind of mistakes. I thought I found love a couple times in a year. One was young and selfish, the other fucked me over without shedding a tear. I was blinded from love, I called her my dove. She was waiting on her tax return so she could leave me in the mud. Had me watching her brats, spoiled little rugrats, good for nothing kids, evil like bats. After they did, I ended up on the streets. I couldn't get around without a car cause my enemies. I didn't want to carry a gun and go back to the penitentiary, so getting a job was out of the question. I lay low with the pad, lost in the clouds, having blunt sessions, until the day came where I had to go. I snatched all my stuff, got an Uber and went with the flow. Carrying my luggage everywhere I went. I couldn't get a storage cause I couldn't afford the rent. I tried to hold a 9 to 5, I kept my spirit alive. Blisters on my feet and thighs made it a rough ride. Nowhere to shower, eat, at night I could barely sleep. I wanted so badly to get on my feet. Hitting up Soup Kitchen so I could fill my belly. Some days was good, other days was bologna, bread and jelly. But as long as I wasn't starving, I was thankful for nutrition. Getting my life together was my only mission. Smooth like a shake, life rough like an earthquake. Fucked over like fish bait, rock bottom like a milk crate. Hard times makes you strong. Where did I go wrong? Expressing my pain is why I wrote this song. In it at a group homes at a young age, but I always ran so I could be free at an early stage. All I wanted was to be home, but the system didn't give up, they wouldn't leave me alone. As an adult, I couldn't read or write, but my ambitions to do better never left out of sight. The system was the reason I never got an education. You can't take your kid away from home and try to teach him, so I blame them. I taught myself everything I know. When I did 2.5 years in state for defending myself against a wino, then was forced to be released to a war zone where mom wouldn't leave because she called her home. I tried to make the best out of everything, but shit fell apart worse than the life of a dope fiend. 2 years later, here I am today with more faith in my heart, so I sit and I pray. Cold world is all I know. It's heaven for themselves, cold world like snow. Cold world, where no one cares. Finding someone who does is very rare. Cold world, where they'll watch you die with no empathy towards you with a blind eye. Cold world, where they all put you down. They want you walking in shame with your head to the ground. World full of haters, drama troublemakers. Most women are takers, interested in their own favor. I'd rather be single the rest of my life than be with a scumbag and call her my wife. Fuck fake friends, I like a positive life. People are quick to backstab you with a knife. Been there, experienced that, no plans on going back, just keeping it real, and that's a fact that life is whack like beard is flat. I find myself thinking I should exclude myself from planet Earth. Die, dismiss my memory so I can get rid of all this hurt. Stuck in a place where I'm different from the rest. People living easy lives, humble in their nest. Mom worked her magic to get us food out the store. She tried her best even though we were poor. She did what she could and never gave up. Most don't know what it feels like to be down on their luck. I couldn't stop hitting my ex's line when I was drunk. It was still hard to believe that she was a heartless, dirty cunt. I cried to her through voice messages expressing my broken heart. She got a restraining order, filed charges. She was ruthless from the start. I had to accept that I was deceived. I lied to myself, I was being naive. There's no feelings at all now, so I'm relieved. I thought I was going back to the pen, but I didn't, so I could breathe. I'm writing a book called The Forgotten Prince. Stuck in a world full of poverty and ignorance. Royal blood flows through my veins, but my fucked up life remains the same. I care less about fame, I prefer to be plain, but there's a price for everything, and that's a part of the game. Mom rooting for me while the man she's married to booze. We're both thumbs down, but I ain't gonna lose. He's been doubting me for years, my success is fear. When I stay at the top, he won't be able to look himself in the mirror. Jealous ass fucks, envious slow down ducks. Haters like that want you down on your luck. Misery loves company, they all want you stuck. Foes like that make me sick in my gut. I'm from Sacramento, but all I claim is planet Earth. Walking on the soil, I take on life for what it's worth. My heart's in outer space, I go back and forth to work, to the moon and back, shaking all this hurt. Some people could relate to my mind. All my words seasoned up with a new line. I stay fresh, life's a test, pursuing to shine. Dodging all these haters, gotta stay on my grind. Writing mainly solo, this ain't Marco Polo. I move in silence, that's the only way to go. I puff on my cig to relieve this stress. One day, I hope to be out of this mess. Cold world is all I know. Seven for themselves, cold world like snow. Cold world, where no one cares. Finding someone who does is very rare. Cold world, where they'll watch you die with no empathy towards you, with a blind eye. Cold world, where they all put you down. They want you walking ashamed with your head to the ground.